Hello, sustainable parents. We are here for day 3 of the Calm, Confident Parenting Workshop. You are in the right place. You're here. You've been showing up so that you can really experience life differently. And so many of you have been sharing your amazing stories with us. So we're incredibly honored to be knowing that even just 2 short days of showing up for 20 minutes has made some powerful shifts in many families' lives. I want to share just a couple of those with you. Virginia said the key that stood out to me was being, she said, going to the wrong spot here. She said that she was able to utilize balancing the shortening her rope and balancing kindness and firmness at the same time. She said she's been using a lot and it's been really effective. Va said, oh my goodness, I had a small moment I want to share. Washing hands before dinner. He started screaming that he doesn't want to wash his hands. So I gave him the choice to wash hands and be able to eat, or when we don't have our hands washed, we're not going to be able to start eating. And he was like, wait, what? And he just washed his hands without screaming. So that clear 2 roads really helped. Those of you showing up, put an emoji below, wave to us, say hello so that we know that you're here with us right now for day 3, the best question to end daily battles. And share your story. Hi, Va, I just shared your story. And others, please share what you experienced so far during this week. If you have a win, we want to hear it. I also heard from Misty, who said a dentist appointment went way better yesterday because of doing some agreements in advance. Way to go. And many of you have been messaging me. Katie posted her amazing story with a picture of her daughter in bed last night. And it was like she just did what we've talked about. And actually, Katie got on a clarity call with me, which we're going to talk about today. So not only did she take the wisdom of the workshop, but we got to connect one-on-one and do some coaching. And it led to a bedtime so much better last night. She said, like, I could cry. This was so much better. And we're so glad that that's the result that you experienced, Katie. If you want to add anything else about that in there, we are just so honored that you're here and happy to be seeing you have those results and others as well. Catherine, hello. We're so glad you're here today. So remember that we're giving out coffee gift cards to reward you for being in this workshop. So comment, because that entitles you to be entered to win. Even though this is our 3rd and final day, I will be posting tomorrow 3 winners from those that comment in today's workshop, whether it's live or in the replay. And on that note, our winners from yesterday are Va, so you're here right now, and Candace Gauthier, and Virginia Staples. And typically I'm only doing 3, but actually, Katie, since you posted that additional success story with a picture and telling us more about it, I'm going to throw an extra coffee card your way so that you are just to thank you, because I appreciate you doing that. All right. So make sure you message me your email address, all of you whose names I just listed, so that I can get you those coffee cards. Now, today we are talking about the best question to end our daily battles on a scale of 0 to 10. Like, how much would you love to be able to end daily battles in your life? 10 being like hell to the yeah, I'm so over it. I want to be having more fun with my kids, and hate like the nagging, the repeating, the battling over little petty things, the sibling fights that are going on. Yes. 0 to 10, tell us what number you're at today. And I'm going to be telling you a really important strategy today that involves scraping your driveway now. So hang tight with me all the way to the end of today's workshop so that you do not miss that. All right. So first thing that I want us to do today also is hear if you will share just in one word what you've most gotten out of today or out of this workshop so far. Have you gotten more calm, more cooperation from your kid, or a sense of more confidence? Would you put down the one word that you're noticing yourself feeling more just from 2 small days of putting in the time of 20 minutes and putting into action a new sustainable way of parenting? And remember, please respond to others that are sharing, because we're all in this together. It's nice for everyone to experience that they have community in both the challenge and in growing. Va says she's felt more peace and confident. Beautiful. Katie said, I feel a hell of a lot more confident. Girl, get it. I have more energy. I feel more empowered, which is helping me not lose control of my emotions. Girl, you are mastering the sustainable parenting way. And I'm so glad that you scheduled that clarity call with me. I'll just kind of put this right ahead. Anyone has been like, I'm wanting more. I already know I want more. Please know that I want to connect with you one-on-one and see if one of our service options is right for you. We have several different levels. And Fritzy, my lovely mentor assistant, I want you to just put that link right in the chat box right now, so that as people are listening, if they already know they want to get more of the hell to the yeah that Katie got from having a one-on-one with me, let's set up that time. Don't lose that opportunity. Catherine says calm and cooperation. Audrey said less worried and lost. Oh, less worried and lost. That's just so beautiful. I love that. So let's get into giving you tools so that you can end these regular battles and struggles that you are just done with. You're ready to just have a calm confidence in yourself and a better relationship. That's what this really is about, right? And let's look at that better relationship. So friend, when you think of this little 3, 7, 11-year-old that is in your household that's been frustrating, let's fast forward for just a moment to what are the qualities that we really want to see in that child when they're 25? What are the qualities I want to see in our relationship and in who that child is in the world? Give me 3 words that first stand out to you. It may not encompass everything. What are the first 3 words that come to your mind? Fast forwarding to the big, big picture, pulling out our lens to the big win, not just these tiny moments. I hear generous, kind, happy, confident, kind, independent, capable, self-reliant. Yes. And what about your relationship with them? Give me a few words you want in your relationship with them. Yes. And Catherine reiterates capable. It's such a huge one. We want them to be capable. And I love Audrey and Catherine as you highlight those, and self-reliance, and Katie, that you are highlighting the sense that we can't always be fixing things for them. If we're always telling them what to do, if we're always navigating them through every step of their emotions, not letting them build a little bit of struggle muscle, if we are always catering to any upset and thinking that it's not okay, then we are not equipping them to have the big long-term skills of being self-reliant, of being a problem solver, of being more independent. And I see in the friendship pieces that people are wanting out of their kids, they want to have that connection, that it's a safe, loving space. And friend, it really is possible to both build up their independence while also being loving and connected. And that's what's unique about the sustainable parenting way and the skill that I'm going to give you today. The skill that I'm going to give you today, friends, is that we've got to stop asking the wrong question, which is, why is he so difficult? When is he going to change? When is he going to listen? That's so short-sighted. Our goals are not just about listening. Our goals are about independence. Our goals are about self-reliance, about connection, a safe, loving relationship, a place that they feel generous and kind. And when that is the big goal that we're going for, it's like I heard Princess Catherine said, it's like, we're in this for the big win, not the quick win. So I want to encourage you to quit looking out there for all these tiny little tips that are only focused on possibly a quick little win. Here's one tiny little piece, one tiny little piece. If you are hungry for a more sustainable strategy where you know what to do in every moment and feel solid and like it's a strategy that's sustainable, friend, this is the question that will end your daily battles. The question is, will I scrape my driveway now? What am I talking about? What I mean is, if you look at the challenges that you've been facing and you are like, you may be somewhat like me in winter when I don't want to scrape my driveway. Like, we have snow that falls and sometimes it'll snow twice in a day. And like, I have to put on these big overalls. One time this winter, we had 2 feet of snow in one day, one morning, and the snow was like up to my knees almost. And it took like an hour and a half to plow. I mean, it took a long time and a lot of work, and it's cold outside and I don't want to do that work. So sometimes I'll like have this wishful thinking and say, maybe it's just going to melt. Maybe the sun will come out and it'll just be fine. And I see parents doing that sometimes with our kids. Like, maybe this phase will just pass. Maybe this is just going to get better on its own. Maybe this is just how 3-year-olds are supposed to be. Maybe I'm just supposed to be miserable during this time. And then they're like me on those days where I don't plow. And what happens is it doesn't fully melt, might melt a little bit. And then it usually makes this thick layer of ice that then the rest of winter I am battling against when I have to plow. Then it's not only hard because it snowed, but it's hard that it snowed and there's this thick layer of ice underneath it. And friend, this is what I see parents ending up in time and time again, is if they stay short-sighted, just when is he going to listen? Or they think it's just going to pass. They're not scraping their driveway in the easiest possible time of these earlier years. And friend, unfortunately, it can lead to really, really difficult consequences down the road. It doesn't get easier. If you have parents of friends that are parents of teenagers, they are likely going to tell you these challenges, the power struggles, them not listening only gets to bigger consequences if you don't solve it while they are young. It only turns into this place where they are, then walking away from you. They have the power of their phone. There's so many other things. And the consequences are just too big. So if you're that parent that's like, hell to the no, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to end up losing my child. I'm not going to end up with bigger consequences of our relationship being broken, or them maybe being like a family friend of ours whose child went off to college, seemed like they were going to make it, and then didn't have those struggle muscles and developed a lot of mental health challenges and had to come home midterm and took a full year to get back on track. This isn't always the case for every family, but I can tell you this family said, we realized the reason that this happened was that we did not grow her struggle muscles. She's basically just had everything go easy for her and us fixing things for her every step of the way. So friend, if you're that person who wants to scrape your driveway now, commit to it. Let's say it together. We are going to be driveway scrapers, people committed to making change for our kids right now so that it can be easier down the road. Write the word driveway scraper. Scrape your driveway. If this is you, you are ready for things to change so that you're not battling a year from now, 5 years from now, especially when they're teens and 20s. And you know that you do not want to be that person that is having big consequences in the future or looking back with regret. I always think of Hillary, one of my favorite clients, who's also a wonderful mentor in our program, and you're going to hear from her. She says, we only get one chance at this. And I just realized, why would I waste my one chance being angry at my kid and battling things all the time? I'm not going to do that. So friend, the best question to end your daily battles is, today, are you going to commit to scraping your driveway? And it doesn't mean it's like, oh, it's scary, it's going to be hard. Let me tell you how I can make it so much easier for you. As a parenting mentor, I have a full service program with 3 different payment investment levels, one that can fit any of the budgets that are out there. I promise you we can find a fit that makes it learning how to be a sustainable parent more doable, because we do it in really self-paced online evening hours, customized to your schedule times. And it's more fun because you can do it in community and with me. And like you've seen in this, you are enjoying this space of being able to have camaraderie, and it's truly effective. You're going to start hearing stories in the next couple of days. I'll be sharing videos and interview today with Sarah of families sharing their stories that can be just like yours, where they simply and quickly went from chaos and overwhelm into cooperation and joy and ease. And the only step it took was them saying yes and stepping up to schedule a clarity call with me so that we could find the right fit of service to get to that change. And you can check out in our Sustainable Parenting website if you'd like to see stories from other families, sustainableparenting.com/testimonials. But stay here in Facebook. We'll be sharing many stories with you over the next couple of days, and keep coming back to check those. And I want you to see how easily and quickly lives are changing, and choose to be that same person for you. When you choose that, you think about, what would it take for me to get there? These are 3 common things I hear. First is trusting. Trust yourself, friend, that you deserve this and that you can do it. You don't have to be XYZ thing that you think you need to be for this to work. All you have to do is show up. Schedule that clarity call in the link you see. Secondly, what it usually requires is being honest with yourself that this is a challenge. The snow has fallen. We are in a place where, even though I love my kid and they are amazing, and I know that I've got lots of strengths, like, we're not getting as far as we could. We're not getting to more joy and ease as fast as we could. And why I want help. I want someone to get me there as fast and easily as possible. And thirdly, it might take, talking with your partner about this so that they understand what you experienced this week, what's been different in sustainable parenting. Tell them the stories of what you have tried and how those tiny shifts have made a big impact. And know, what if we could duplicate that? Because we can. If you step forward and work with us, we can duplicate that by 10, 20 folds and give you a lasting, better relationship and more fun in your home when you step into moving forward. So friend, will you scrape your driveway now? All it takes is scheduling that clarity call. We'll find the right fit of our services within your budget. And I can't wait for myself or someone on our team to get to connect with you, answer any questions that you have. And it's truly been such an honor to be with you in this workshop. Thank you for putting yourselves and your children first in this way, and for your continued commitment to your families. Talk soon.